Hey everybody, Michael here from Replica Airguns, and I have my Barra 1866 Junior. This is a dual ammo lever pump action rifle. Check out my tabletop video that I've already made for close-up video, details, specifications. This product is available in both Canada and US in our Canada and US stores at replicaairguns.ca for Canada and replicaairguns.us for the US. So check out the links in the description if you're interested in buying it. Today we're going to do the field test shooting portion of this review. And I'm gonna put some pellets and BBs through the chronograph here. We're gonna try and get about 5 readings from each, or maybe it depends. We'll see how level it is, or how, you know, like basically pellet to pellet, what it's gonna be like. Because sometimes they jump up and down, but if it's pretty, you know, if it sustains the same level of velocity, then we'll just kind of go with 3, because it is a little bit of work here. But we're gonna start with BBs first and get the chronograph portion out of the way. Then I'm gonna do accuracy. I'm gonna shoot probably 5 rounds with each round. Usually I do 10 rounds, but with this guy, I'm probably gonna do 5 of each. That'll give us a good idea of the general accuracy with both BBs and pellets. Target, again, is set up 30 feet down range. Okay, let's get the chronograph portion out of the way here. Gotta just angle that a little bit. So I've got a BB in here. We're gonna do 1 pump first, because that's what it's rated for. And then I'm gonna try a variation of pumps just to see if it makes a difference. So 303, pull the bolt back. .316. We're gonna do 3 shots, and then I'm gonna start playing around a little bit with multiple pumps. Okay, duplicate, so 316. So it's pretty consistent velocity. Now what we're gonna do here is we're gonna do 2 pumps. I think that was 2. It might not have pumped the first time. It might not lock back. Anyways, let's try this. 330. Okay, we're gonna try 3 pumps and see what that does for us. 1, 2, 3. I don't know. We'll see. Hammer back, which is a safety. 336. I'm gonna try. Okay, so you gotta have this back, otherwise you don't get any pressure. 1, 2. I don't know if that's getting us any more power, to be honest, but we'll find out. That's 3 pumps. 346. Let's go back to the 1 pump. I'm just trying to establish if multiple pumps actually gets more velocity here. We are gonna 321. All right, just for fun, I'm gonna do 4. Hopefully this thing doesn't explode. 2, 3. Okay, don't do this at home, please. Let's just see if we get a higher reading. And again, this hammer, sometimes it works. Sometimes it's back for you, sometimes it's not. 344. So it seems like extra pumps do get slightly more velocity, but not a lot. Like, is it worth it really to get another 20 FPS, all that work? See, 320, if I pump it 3 or 4 times, I get 340. I would say not really a big deal. Now what we're gonna do here is we're gonna load some pellets in and see what kind of velocity we get with those. This is gonna be fun because you have to have these little tiny stubby my little stubby fingers don't work so well. But there's a pellet. We're gonna do 3 shots. Did I pump it? I don't even remember. I don't remember. Did I? I don't think I did. We'll find out. 309. We'll pump it. Okay, we have pumped it. Oh no. Okay, that one's I got a BB in there by mistake, so we're just gonna not put the BB in yet. Okay, that one went in right. Gotta pump it. Okay, so 309. 309. It's not terrible loading this thing, but if you get it wrong, it ain't See, that one I didn't load very well, and now I got a BB in there. So, okay, hold on. Sorry, guys and girls. Okay. We're going to get a pellet in there, I swear. See, it isn't exactly easy loading these pellets. Jeez. Okay. I guess tweezers is the way to go. Oh, and that one just fell completely into the BB loading bay. Hopefully that's not a problem. Okay, we're trying. There we go. Okay, we got one. So this is going to be the final pellet for the accuracy, or for the chronograph. And 314. So it's not that much slower shooting pellets, these are about 7 grain pellets. In terms of BBs, they're going to be about 5.1 grain. That's typically what they are, the steel BBs. So the pellets are going to have a little more energy downrange. Sometimes they just seem to, there's not always a big difference in velocity between pellets and BBs, even though pellets are heavier, because they tend to seal in the barrel better. So all the air that's behind them is there to push it. Whereas with BBs, some of that air can kind of get past the BB because it doesn't seal, because it's steel. It doesn't have that sort of, I guess they call it a fluted backside, which seals up in the barrel. So that's kind of why sometimes pellets can have more energy, and they're almost as fast as the BBs, or sometimes even faster depending on the gun and the barrel diameter. So if a lot of air is leaking past the BBs, then you're going to get that air going back and that energy is lost, okay? Whereas it's, with the pellets, you get almost all the energy from the air going downrange. Okay, let's set up a paper target. We're gonna shoot, again, 5 rounds. I might get the tweezers out here so that I can get the pellets in a little bit easier for this portion of the review. Let's set up a paper target and get to it. I have a fresh paper target set up downrange. We're gonna get right to it. 5 rounds from each, because we don't have all day and you've got other things to do other than watch this video. So I think 5 rounds should be good enough with both ammunition types to get a sense of the accuracy. So let's start with the BBs. There's that pellet that went down the BB chamber. So good to see that I got it out there. So that pellet that I dropped in there went into the BB hole, which goes into the hopper. I was wondering how that was going to come out. So it was kind of at the bottom, and thank goodness it arrived safe and sound. And let's get the first shot out of the way. Okay. This will be nice and fast because the BBs just drop in. Okay. I find the best way to do this is to obviously open it up, tilt the gun up. So open the bolt, put the bolt back, tilt the gun up, pop that lever, pump, and then fire. Close it, obviously. Sometimes that hammer stays back, and sometimes it drops. So it's back now. I'm going to pull the bolt back, cock it once, put the bolt forward, and the hammer is back still. I think that's 4. Hammer's still back. I'm going to have to go up and count. I've actually lost count. I think that's 4. I think this is 5. Let's take a quick look and see if I got 5 holes in the paper. If not, I'll do one more. I want to get 5 for sure. Oh yeah, we got 5 holes. Wow, that's a really nice group. That's about 1 inch. That's really close to 1 inch with BBs. So that is not bad at all. A little high, but this gun actually is adjustable for elevation. That's one thing it is. So in terms of centered, left to right, it was, I'm going to say, on the mark. And paper loves to stick. I want to get a new one because what I want to do here is be able to compare them at the end of the day. All right. Good. We're good. Okay. So we're going to pull this back. We're going to get a pellet We're going to try with the tweezers. Much easier. Okay, cock it. This is going to take a little longer, obviously, and the hammer's back. Here we go. Okay. Oh, I got a BB in there. Okay, I gotta get rid of this round because I got a BB in there and I don't want a BB. I'm just gonna shoot it at the back. Okay. Yeah, that's what happens. Okay. Let's get a pellet in there. This is gonna take a little bit. So obviously that works though. Okay, this is number 2. We're doing number 3 here. I feel like a surgeon. So I'm putting the pellet in first so that I don't accidentally put a BB tilted the wrong way and get a BB in there. So by keeping the muzzle down, the barrel down, it a BB won't drop in automatically. Then I close it up and then I pump it. So that's what I'd recommend you do. This is number 4. Pretty nice trigger though. I mean, it works good. Pellets are a little more work. Getting them in there. Tweezers definitely help. BBs are pretty straightforward. Wouldn't say it's as fast as a Red Ryder because all you got to do is pull that lever back. It's a little stiffer though. So with the Red Ryder, you pull the lever back, you don't have to do any BB loading. With this, you got to pull the bolt back and forth. So you got 2 things you got to do. Yeah, I mean, that is a little tighter. That's like under an inch. Again, this has a rifled barrel, so that's going to definitely help pellets a little bit. I mean, it doesn't really do much for BBs, but it works. I mean, with the pellets, for whatever reason, I shot slightly to the left more. Not really significantly. It could just be me aiming. I do wear glasses. I'm not perfect. This was, I mean, if you really want to get critical here, this is just a smidge to the left, but not as much as with the pellets. The pellets are about, I'm going to say, a ½ an inch over, whereas this is like maybe a ¼ inch. But, I mean, they shot about the same elevation. So elevation, just, I mean, with this rear sight here, you can bring it down slightly. So you would want to basically, to get the elevation down, you want to bring the sight not up, you want to bring the sight down. So if you bring the sight down, it's going to drop the barrel. If you bring the sight up, it's going to raise the barrel. So you want to drop the barrel just slightly, so bring it down a notch. That's what I would start with. See if 1 notch does the job. But it shoots pretty good. At 30 feet, it's not too bad. So if you're shooting longer ranges, then that might be a perfect setting, because the pellets at 300 feet per second, 320, they are going to drop quite a bit as you get further out. So 40 feet, it might actually be perfect. Hard to say. You'd have to just play around with it. But left and right is actually pretty close. That could just be me shooting slightly to the left. Maybe I just aimed a little bit to the left. But nice gun. The trigger's good. Pellets are a little bit more work, but maybe they're worth it because it is slightly more accurate and there's slightly more energy. So I wouldn't use this for pest control, but it's going to hit things with a little more thud. Pop cans and stuff, soup cans, it's gonna hit them a little harder. They're gonna zing off a little quicker. So if that's something you want to see from your targets, then go with pellets. Otherwise, I would just say shoot BBs. They're almost as accurate, and they're a much, you don't have as much work reloading every time. So kind of a nice little option if you're interested in something like a BB Red Ryder BB gun. This, why not, right? I mean, I would say it's more realistic. It's more of a replica. It does look a lot like, say, a small Henry 22 long rifle, lever action rifle. It works for adults and kids and youth because the sights work even with the short stock, shoulder pull. It still works for adults, and all the controls are big enough for adults. It's easy enough for kids, you know, younger people to cock it because it's not that hard to cock. And again, I did try the multiple pumps, and I would stick with just the one pump. You don't really get much more out of more pumps, and you do risk damaging the gun as well. So don't do that. Okay, if you're interested in it, check out replicairguns.ca and replicairguns.us. Links in the description to buy this. Also at both of those locations, replicairguns.ca and replicairguns.us. We have air guns, BB guns, airsoft guns, pellet guns, blank guns, and other accessories. So you can check out those two web URLs if you're interested in buying other products. And also replicairguns.com, where I have articles, posts, reviews, additional photos, and sometimes some additional information in my written post. All right, thanks again for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. Check us out on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Until next time, take care.